Hi parents, I'm James Evans.
And I'm Grayson Maxwell.
For this week's Sunday message, we want to talk to you a little bit about our podcast, which is called Beyond the Classroom. We've had it going for a couple of years, but we're trying to get more listeners involved because podcasts are pretty popular these days, and we want to kind of give you a behind-the-scenes look at some of the things that help govern and direct the school system. What are some of the topics we've covered so far, Grayson?
So in our most recent episodes, we have done a tutorial on Skyward for parents. We've also talked to students from Christiana Middle who are transitioning from middle to high school. I interviewed them about what that experience is like.
And if you haven't figured it out yet, Grayson is our communications specialist. He does most of the heavy lifting for the podcast, the editing, most of the interviews, those kinds of things, and really does a great job with that. What is our most recent episode about?
So the most recent episode is about snow days, or actually weather days. In the episode, we interview Director Sullivan, who explains how weather days are used, how those decisions are made. It's super interesting.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it for you, but I can go ahead and tell you that it's not based on the number of tweets that we receive or the funny memes we get on Facebook or Instagram, things like that. There's a lot of actual data and consulting that goes on to make those kinds of decisions. What else should they know about the podcast as far as future topics?
So future topics, we're planning on covering mental health, also student safety. So a lot of interesting things coming up. If you have an idea for something you would want to see, such as a tutorial on something specific, or just someone interesting you think we should talk to, let us know in comments or send us a message directly.
How do they find this podcast for those who don't know how to do that?
So on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we're available. Just search Beyond the Classroom.
Okay. We hope that you will tune in to these things. And again, give us some topics if there are things you'd like to learn more about. And I hope you have a great Sunday and the rest of your week.